SEO This Week, Episode 8. SEO Power, Technical SEO, and Automation. Welcome, my name is Clint Butler. I'm the owner and operator of Olympia SEO. And what we do every week, or try to at least do every week, is collect a roll-up of the best articles, in our personal opinion, on search engine optimization, marketing, local SEO, social media, and more, and put that into a roll-up page for you. We publish it every Monday. The videos will be published every Wednesday. Tuesday if we can get them out early enough, but Wednesday is what our goal is. And then we also post the podcast on Wednesday as well. Now, why are we doing a roll-up? Everyone's doing a roll-up. Well, frankly, everyone is doing them because they work, they provide traffic, and two, you just don't have the time to find all these articles on your own in order to stay updated and current. So if we publish these on Monday, you read them Monday evening, and then you're good to go for the rest of your week. Plus, if you're doing like outreach and stuff like that, it can give you 10 places that you can find for people to talk to you about your marketing, etc. So without further ado, let's dig in. Okay, our first article is called Technical SEO Renaissance. It's by the folks over at iPullRank. Let me go ahead and tell you right now, this article is obscenely long. Honestly, if I wasn't doing a roll-up, I probably would not have read the entire thing. And it doesn't scan very well. So why it's so popular on Moz, I really don't know when you take the article in its entirety. However, there are some actually interesting things in here that you can probably scroll through and find out for yourself. One of those things was the discussion on TF, RDF related terms. Basically, that's fancy talk for anything that's words that should be in an article when they're concerning subject X. So if you write a post about SEO, and then all these other words that are listed under the TF, IDF related term structure should be in there as well. Another topic they discussed was structured data and how to use that. Again, it kind of glossed over a little bit, in my opinion, the topic, and rambled on about some stuff that probably 99% of people really are not going to know because it's coming from the perspective of a developer. However, the structured data information is pretty good. And then finally, the page speed topics were actually good as well. Now, notice that I said topics is because they talked about page speed, went on into some crazy ramble about stuff that really, again, only developers are really going to understand in the first place, and then went back to page speed and Google's efforts to correct it or work with it or change it. So what I would do with this article, like I said, it's really long, so unless you have 15-20 minutes to read the entire thing, don't bother. Just skip to one of those 3 sections that interest you, and then just take my word for it. Unless you're a developer, the rest of this article you're not really going to get. Article number 2 is called A Brief History of Search and SEO. A lot of people have been writing these types of articles, and this one is written on a HubSpot's blog. My guess is it's a guest post, but I didn't really look into the author all that much. It has gotten a lot of shares, though, but of course it is HubSpot, and they have a really decent marketing reach beyond just the search engine optimization people. So pretty good article in the whole if you're into the history and kind of seeing where we came from. It starts back in 1991 and goes all the way up to today, and provides a lot of background information that maybe some people just don't know. If you're new to SEO, kind of give you a little bit of history of the search engines, how this market came about, why it's important, and the changes that people are making, i.e. people being Google and Bing, to combat spam and people who are using SEO to make money, but not doing it, in what is really typically called a an ethical way. All right, next article, we're going to go to smallbusinesstrends.com. We close all these stupid pop-ups. Yep, there's a lot of pop-ups. So on this article, it's top 10 internet marketers who will help keep you on a competitive edge. These are actually really some big names that a lot of us have already heard of. Neil Patel, Kevin Lee, honestly never heard of him until I read it. He was a marketing director at Buffer. Not really heard much from him. I'm not a big Buffer follower. Pam Moore, Jason Kanchish over Duct Tape Marketing. I need to know how to pronounce the poor guy's last name. All right, obviously not his first name either, because his first name is John. And then a couple other people. Amy Porterfield's on the list as well. Basically, what I wanted to highlight in this is obviously there's some other people who provide good information out on the internet that you might want to, just check out and follow. Also, if you're a content creator, look at the format of this post. This is a great way to roll out some content really quick. And there's a lot of people searching for top 10 internet marketers, top 10 lists. So find this post, look at the way it was done, and make yourself a template based off of that for content creation. It's pretty good. Next, we're going to go over to Search Engine Land, and this one's called the SEO Power of Portfolio, Entries, Case Studies, and Testimonials. Now, it says all those things, but really it's talking about case studies and how local businesses, even that plumber, can make a case study about what he's done with their clients, and that uses that to create content for search engine traffic. It's actually pretty good. Let's say they go to a call or doing a contract work or something, and you just find something unique, just do a case study of how I fixed it, how much it cost them, etc. And there you go, boom, it's some content. And they're not really spending any more time doing it than they would have just going through the process and correcting the situation in the first place. Next, we're going to move over to marketing professors. I think it's professors, what it's supposed to stand for. Pop-ups on this one too, but this is a really good blog. They have a good mailing list too, so I suggest you get on to it. There is a paid program in there. I haven't tried that out or looked at it, but this is an interesting site that comes out with some detailed information that is really helpful. This article is called Small But Mighty Marketing Tools You Can Use Today. Obviously, everyone has a tool for everything. You can find different ways to leverage them. Even the same tool can be used in different manners, etc. A couple things on here that I liked was Grammarly's recommended, and so is Hemingway. I use both of those for writing. We use GoToMeeting for webinars and Rev.com for translations. So just check it out. Probably might not find anything that's considered new to you, but you just never know. There may be one in here. It's called Cran.co is for product pricing or freshen up your website pages. So check that out. But it's a really good article just to get exposed to something new. Back to small business trends. We're going to look at 5 ways small business can benefit from blogging. Obviously, this was probably beaten down to death, but there are new people that come into the blogging and SEO and online marketing space every day. So those of us that have been around have already heard of most of this stuff before versus the new people. So this is a good article just to read if you're brand new into blogging or why you should be doing it. And yeah, even you, Mr. Plumber Guy, should be doing this kind of stuff. So check it out. Content planning, how to monetize your blog, how to write it, how to get noticed. It's general, but it gives you a good starting point. Go to Search Engine Journal, Marketing Automation Best Practice. This is a podcast by Peter Leshaw from Marketing Nerds. Check it out. It's decent. Listening to these guys is pretty, easy to do. And it goes over some automation, some email stuff, just tips and ideas that you may not have thought of. Pretty good podcast to check out. Back to marketing professors, we're talking about the impact of bad customer service experiences, and there is an infographic with this. In short, our philosophy on online reputation management is you should be taking care of that before something goes wrong, and you should have so many good reviews and testimonials to counteract that one bad one that Google inevitably likes showing in the #1 listing for whatever reason. You can have 100 great ones and one bad one, and Google will show the bad one just because, I don't know, that they like the maybe the click-through rate on the bad one shows up better. I'm not sure why that is, but just this is a good thing to keep in mind. Again, there's pop-ups on this site. They're triggered by scrolling, so just be aware that that's going to happen. It's a little irritating, but I think you'll enjoy this very short article, and you can check out the infographic. I think there's a report goes along with it too, but we didn't download that. And then Neil Patel, Marketer's Guide to Gaining Mileage Using Google Maps. We use Google Maps for our clients. I suggest you look into it. It's actually pretty good. A lot of people go out in there and try to ruin a good method like maps marketing is a good way to get some outreach and stuff. So check this out. Just be smart about it and be how you use it. I think you'll enjoy this article. Real easy read. If you've read Neil Patel stuff before, I think you'll enjoy it. Well, that's it. That concludes episode 8 of Search SEO this week, presented by Olympia SEO. If you have any recommendations or new sites you'd like to add for us to add into our watch list, go ahead and leave comments down below. And thank you very much. See you next week.